Good morning, everybody. Charlie and I are out in the garden today. We took a walk this morning and noticed that the Forsythia is blooming in our neighborhood. So that's a sign to me, paying attention to what's going on seasonally in nature or paying attention to phenology. That's a sign to me that it's a good time to start sowing pea seeds in the garden. So we're gonna do a little planting today, but I thought I'd share a fun planting seed activity that you can do from home. But first, let's sing our good morning song. Kelly, you wanna come sing? Come here. Oh boy, sit. Good boy. He's got his stick today. He's happy. All right, everybody ready? Good morning, dear earth. Good morning, dear sun. Good morning, dear resting stone, and the beasts on the run. Good morning, dear flowers, and the birds in the trees. Good morning to you, and good morning to me. Beautiful, everybody. I think I'm going to change my angle a little bit because the sun is super duper in my eyes, but I have an awesome book to read all about planting in the garden. Much better, and you can see one of my messy garden beds right behind me. Now, the book I brought to read is called Up in the Garden and Down in the Dirt, and it's by Kate Messner with art by Christopher Silas Neal. Should we give it a read, Charlie? Up in the garden, I stand and plan, my hands full of seeds and my head full of dreams. Spring sun shines down to melt the sleepy snow. Wind whistles through last year's plants and mud sucks at my rain boots. It's not quite time, Nana says. Down in the dirt, things need to dry out and warm up. What's down there? I ask. What do you think's down there? Down in the dirt is a whole busy world of earthworms and insects, digging and building and stirring up soil. They're already working down in the dirt. Do you have some of these guys down in the dirt at your home? I've seen some of these friends in my neighborhood. Up in the garden, we snap brittle stalks, scoop rusty armfuls, and wheel away weeds for the chickens. While they squabble and scratch, we spread compost over the soil. Down in the dirt, pill bugs chew through last year's leaves. I give a gentle poke. They roll up tight and hide in plated suits of armor, roly-poly round. I love roly-polies. Up in the garden, it's time to plant. I trail a furrow with my finger and sprinkle seeds in a careful row. Give them a drink, Nana says. We pat them down to snuggle in the dark. Down in the dirt, a tomato hornworm rests, waiting for wings, and the leaves where she'll lay her eggs. Up in the garden, carrot plants sprout, pea blossoms bloom, wasps are on the prowl, and honeybees visit, legs loaded with pollen. Oh, the wind's coming through! I weed and wilt in sun so strong, even Nana looks for shade. Down in the dirt, earthworms tunnel deep. I'm jealous of their cool, damp, dark. Can you see those little earthworm tunnels down there? Are you noticing some tunnels in a worm farm you might have at home? Woo! Up in the garden, rain shower. Nana turns the hose on me. Eee! I hide behind the cucumber vines, but their leaves can't save me. I shiver and laugh, drenched in Nana's rain. Down in the dirt, water soaks deep. Roots drink it in, and a long-legged spider still walks over the streams. Can you see that spider there? Up in the garden, there's so much to eat. Ladybugs feast on aphids. Nana crunches green beans. I bite a ripe tomato, warm from the sun. Juice dribbles down my chin. Oh, I love a tomato fresh from the garden. Down in the dirt, a robin's beak finds a cricket, a beetle, a grub. Slugs are scrumptious too. Up in the garden, we pick cukes and zucchini, harvesting into the dark. Bats swoop through the sunflowers, and I plucked June bugs from the basil until it's time for bed. Oh, down in the dirt, skunks work the night shift. They snuffle and dig and gobble cutworms while I sleep. Up in the garden, a praying mantis wakes to hunt mosquitoes. Nana sprays away the aphids, and I'm after grasshoppers. Ready to swoosh, but... Snap! Someone else is faster. Down in the dirt, a smooth, shining garter snake crunches on supper. Up in the garden, the wind grows cool. Pumpkins blush orange and sunflowers bow to September. Nana ties them together to build a house for reading. Down in the dirt, an orb weaver spins her web strand by silken strand. She'll munch on moths tonight. Up in the garden, colored leaves litter the squash vines, and we know the cold is coming. Hurry, hurry and harvest. There's enough for the neighbors too. Down in the dirt, frantic ants gather what we leave behind. They're storing food for the cooler days ahead. Up in the garden, frost draws lace on leftover leaves, where secret egg sacs hang, waiting for the warm to return. We say goodbye and spread the winter blankets. Down in the dirt, beetles burrow, ants scurry home, earthworms curl tight in the dark. When Grandpa calls us in for soup, an autumn moon is rising. Up in the garden, dry corn stalks tremble, and the wind smells like winter. But the long, ripe days of summer still rest in the garden beds. The ladybugs and bumblebees, earthworms and ants are hunkered down, hiding, biding their time, dreaming of sunshine and blossoms and sprouts. Under the bare arms of trees and the blanketing snow, a whole new garden sleeps down in the dirt. That was Up in the Garden and Down in the Dirt by Kate Messner, with art by Christopher Silas Neal. I love that book so much because it shows us the nature neighborhood going on in our gardens. There's so much activity under the soil, things we're not seeing, critters helping us out, and I love learning about that interconnectedness of all living things. Now, because Charlie and I are going to jump into some gardening today, I thought that I could share with you a few fun projects you can do from home. Now, if you garden and you have seeds, you can start some seeds in an egg carton, just like I did. So these are some radishes, some lettuce, and some arugula, and I just filled up an egg carton with some seed soil, some potting soil, and got it nice and wet, planted my seeds, and then I put it in this dish, this baking tray, because I can pour water right into the baking tray, and the cardboard and the soil and the seeds will soak that water right up. Put this under some light, and these guys will grow. So if you have seeds at home, try starting them in an egg carton. It will break down over time. You can put these right into the garden, and then you'll have a garden full of yummy food to eat. Now, if you don't have seeds at home, you don't garden, maybe you don't have the space, that's okay too. You can find seeds in your neighborhood and try sprouting them. Practice a little bit of germination. So, I found an acorn. This one has already opened up. It's starting to sprout a little bit. So I'm gonna see if I can get this acorn to germinate right inside my house. You can do this with a jar, a plastic Ziploc bag, whatever container you have. I just recommend that it's a clear container so you can see what's going on. And then you'll need a damp paper towel, tissue, just a regular towel, whatever you have. Put your towel in your container. Put your seed on your towel and just make sure you keep your towel nice and damp. Put your seed in a warm spot in your house and you'll see germination right before your eyes. It will start to sprout out and crawl and reach towards the sky, and you could even measure it. You could use marker to mark how it grows each day, take pictures, draw it in your nature notebook. It is so fun to see seed germination right in front of your eyes. Now, if you're doing this with a bag, I recommend taping it to your window. That way it'll get warm, it'll get some sun, and you can see it crawl right up your window. So cool. So, today, spend some time in your garden, get digging in the dirt, find some critters, learn about who's in your garden bed nature neighborhood, and learn a little bit more about some seeds. I hope you have fun, stay curious, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.